Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Friday. It's the 13th of October, 2023, Friday the 13th. Gonna look at the featured 8th race from Aqueduct, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it, around the world. Join me tomorrow for my Dewhurst preview from Newmarket. Also, the Queen Elizabeth Stakes from Keeneland might be one of the best races we've seen this side of the pond in quite a few weeks. So join me for that because it's going to be an exciting one. But let's look at this featured 8th race from Aqueduct. I love long distance races. I especially love long distance races on dirt because you don't see enough of them in this country, especially here in New York. So let's get to it right now. The 8th race from Belmont to Big A. It's allowed to optional claimer purse $102,000, excuse me. Race for 3-year-olds and upwards, never won $18,000 twice. Main claiming starter or state run allowance racer, which never won 3 races. Optional claim price $62,500. We have a field of 6 horses going 2,000 meters or 1.25 miles on the Aqueduct main track. Gonna take the 4-horse Ironworks as a top selection. 4-2-1-6 for me in the superfecta. 4-2-1-6 super. Top selection of 4-horse Ironworks is 4-year-old colt by Distorted Humor. Todd Pletcher trains. Jose Gomez gets the mount. The horse's most recent appearance came here on the 17th of September off the long refreshing, a mile and eighth and optional 6-2, and he finished third by 8.25 lengths that day, and he just kind of stalked that day. It was a little bit wide and just a little bit flat, but he didn't hit the wall completely. I think being more into it early on, he should definitely get the 1.25 mile trip. Top Pletcher is good with these kind of horses getting this trip. I think he's in a good spot to win, and I think he could find the winner's circle here today. 2 back 9th of June at Gulfstream, mile 16th to Peta and off 6-2. He finished 5th by 7.5 lengths that day, and he was just wide and just flat. Again, he never quickened up. Maybe he wanted a longer trip. Maybe he didn't like the Tapeta. It wasn't his day to win. And then the mud on the seal going to Gulfstream, 30th of April, 1 mile and off 6-2. He finished 2nd by 4.5 lengths that day. Just a little bit wide, and he just, couldn't get there late. And then prior to that, going mile 16th off the nearly year freshening, he finished 6th by 11.25 lengths that day. Definitely need the race. He's won twice. Broke his maiden in January 2022 at Gulfstream quite nicely, going 3/4 with a 79 buyer. And won 2 starts after that on the slap at Keeneland, going mile 16th, winning by a length, where he was on the front end really driving away. I would like to see Jose Gomez more into this horse early on. If he can get good position, I think this horse go a long way. I'm going to use him here. I'm going to use a course and distance winner also. The 2 horse Good Skate for Kendra Carmouche and Mike Maker. One here actually going 1.25 miles. It's very rare that they run the trip at Aqueduct, but they ran it back in back in February the 26th. 1.25 miles in allowance race 82,000, winning by 3.5 lengths. Basically, he walked the dog at 3-1. He should have been the favorite that day, but they overbet another horse in that race. But they walked on the front end, and Curbstone, who finished second, was the favorite. Next start winner, just couldn't keep up with him. But this horse really ran a terrific race with a 90 buyer. Came back to run in the Stud Muffin starter stakes here over the mile 3/8 in March, where he finished 2nd by 2.25 lengths that day, and he was with them early on. He kind of hit the wall late. The old man, locally owned, got to him, but he ran his heart out. And then since then, they've been running him on turf in the long distance races, where he was running okay, just not getting to the winner's circle. But I think coming back to dirt today should really suit him well. I'm going to use him. One of my favorite horses over this year's Tonal Impact. He just seems like he always runs these good races. He got claimed from the Rice Barn to Patrick Reynolds, making his first start today. He isn't for the price, but he ran here over this longer distance over the mile 3/16 in January, ran a massive place, closing up from nowhere. Came back to run mile 3/16 in February, where again he finished 2nd and finished 3rd in that Stud Muffin Stakes. He ran 1.25 miles at Belmont Suburban, where he was just facing a little bit too tough a competition. I didn't bet him that day. What can you do? Nobody's catching Charger on that track. Charger is, a Belmont kind of horse. This horse just, he got beat by a better horse on the day. But since coming to the new barn, he is training well. Something that does scare me is, Linda Rice to a new trainer. It doesn't, Linda Rice off the claims, not the best kind of thing, or new trainers that come from Linda Rice. I can't explain it. You know what I mean. I haven't had coffee yet, as you can tell. No coffee cup behind me. But, the new trainers that claim off of Linda Rice, the horses might need a few starts. But at 3-1, he is training well. He's had a few times between breaks. I think he wants a longer trip. He could win. At 3-1, let's use him in the multis. But to recount my selection for the 8th from Belmont, the Big A, going to take the 4-horse Ironworks. Give kudos to the 2-horse Good Skate and the 1-horse Tonal Impact. 4-2-1-6 super. 4-2-1 in your multi-race. So, good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.